Going on, guys? King of Villains, Bulldog Malenko here. I'm sitting in my studio right now, and I was kind of having a rough day today because I started getting down on myself. I usually try to keep a really positive attitude, and I'm always trying to be forward thinking when it comes to my show and my brand. Shit like that happens. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that in the video too, just because I can't script this kind of shit, okay? Bear with me here. I'm not even gonna edit that out. I want that to stay in just because that was pretty spot on for how today has been. Let me get this mounted again here. Wow. Okay. So, anyway, like I was saying, I was feeling kind of down on myself, just thinking, what can I do to get my show out there? What can I do to bring more listeners to my show? Because everyone that I hear from who listens to my show regularly, they're like, dude, you literally have one of the funniest podcasts out there. And a lot of people tell me that I have their favorite podcast, which is insane to me because we literally average 1,300 to 1,500 downloads a week. And these are people that avidly listen to other shows like Joe Rogan and The Nerdist and all kinds of different things. And for whatever reason, man, me, Dirtnap Dave, and Nubsy Slow, we just strike some people. My cat's outside the door meowing right now. He's pissed because I won't let him into the studio. In fact, he's flicking his paw under the door right now. I can't even flip the camera to show you this, but it's pathetic. But anyway, so yeah, I was getting down on myself and just like, sometimes I forget. I start to look at my show too much on the business side and not enough of, I'm doing this because I love it. Like, that's why I started this whole thing in the first place. It's because I have fun with it. I get to say and do whatever I want. I've got two great buddies that come and do the show with me every week. We've got awesome guests that come on the show. And so instead of... I just watched a Gary V. And if you don't know who Gary V is, it's Gary Vaynerchuk. And that guy is just hugely inspirational and motivating to me. But aside from him, my buddy Brent, who owns District 7 Clothing and Inkworks, along with my buddy Tucker Harvey, Brent is just, he's that mogul business mind. He's an entrepreneur. He is highly motivated. And just constantly reinforcing everything with eliminate the bad, project the good, don't skip your failures, but don't focus on them. And he's helping me out a lot right now. Like Brent has become my mentor, whether he knows it or accepts it or not. He is. Like, that's just a fact of life. Brent, get used to it, buddy. I'm going to be tapping into you for everything I can to help further my brand. And anything I can do to help you, I will. But he's just all the time, like just today alone, talking to him through Messenger, and we talked on the phone for about a half hour, and he was just telling me different things that I had never thought of in terms of potentially getting interested sponsors and advertisers. And when it comes to things like that, I have to remember, I started this show in February of 2016, averaging 30 downloads per episode. And now, across all of the networks that we're on, which is Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, and then we've also been, we've also been added to quite a few other aggregators that secure up podcasts. Now we averaged 1,300 to 1,500 downloads per episode. And that's in a year and a half. And at one point I took 3 months off of the show consecutively, and then 1 month later off the show. And that was because when my girlfriend Haley Fawn got sick, as those of you who follow the show know, I really lost my heart and my love for the show, and I lost my focus because I was focused on her. But she's better now, and she's doing great. And, now that spark, that passion, especially since August of this year when Dave and Nubsy became regular parts of the show, that spark just came back, and that passion's there, and I think that it translates when you listen to the show. Like, it comes through. You can hear that we're genuinely having fun. We enjoy each other's company. We enjoy busting each other's balls. It's really amazing to me how the show has come together, especially from the from those first like 3 or 4 months of shows where it was butt sex and, a lot of sexually charged conversation and whatnot. But, I've steered away from that. We revamped the show. I think we've got a great winning formula now. And I'm really excited. So I was watching the Gary Vaynerchuk video, and he said, instead of creating, document what you're doing. Don't plan on creating. Don't, debate. Don't sit there and have meetings only about your content. Document what you're doing. That way there's a record of your progress, and I love that. I think that's a great idea. So I think what I need to do is a few times a week, just sitting here in the studio, look, there it is. This is my baby right here. This is my true partner. Dirt Nap Dave and Nubsy Slow, they are an integral part of the show. This is my partner. But I want to go into the documenting side of it. And right now I want to talk about some of the goals. And look, there goes my fucking phone again. Jesus. One of the goals is to get a better mount, or maybe get this one secured down so that I don't keep having these issues. Jesus. You would think that I would be somewhat professional enough to have a good phone mount that's not going to do this, but no, apparently not. Anyway, some of the goals for the Bulldog Unchained podcast right now. Well, like I said, we're between 1,300 and 1,500 downloads per episode. We have a total of right around 1,000 to 1,100 subscribers / followers across the different media platforms. I want to boost that number by the end of 2018. I want to be at 5,000 per episode. And I think, in a year and a half, I went from 30 to 1,500, we'll say. And I think that that's a pretty good design, like a pretty good target mark, we'll call it. 5,000 downloads per episode, in a year and 2 months from now. I really want to, we absolutely need to get a desktop computer in here. Right now we run everything through one of my laptops. That's what all the audio is done through. It's dedicated specifically to the studio. I don't use it for anything else. But we need a desktop. I'll point up here. You can see there's one of our cameras, and the other camera is over there out of view. We've got 2 webcams ready to go, but this laptop doesn't have enough juice to run that and record the audio and do everything. Because we want to give our listeners, we want to give the people that want the video side of it something that they can sink their teeth into. I'll have one camera on me, the other camera will be facing the other side of the table, and then it'll basically be split screened, and then we'll also have this little place up here that during the video editing we could throw up other videos or images of things that we're making reference to, or funny memes or shit like that, that people can relate to, and it makes it more engaging for the audience. Another thing that we have to do. So I've already got Brent right now is working on my business cards that have all three of our names on it, and all of the social media information. He redesigned my logo for me, which is sick. Like, when you guys see this, it's fucking awesome. Like, I am very, very happy, very impressed with what a simple change he made, and yet it just completely makes the logo look cooler. We're also discussing, we've got t-shirts on the horizon. We got vinyl stickers coming. Once the t-shirts, like, and I'll just tell you right now with the t-shirts, once we put up for the pre-orders are going to be $20 each plus shipping. But when the t-shirts are made available, they're going to be $25 each. So there's that incentive to get in on the pre-order base, get your shirts ordered. That way we've got a good idea of what we're dealing with numbers-wise and how many we need to produce. Also, once the shirts are here, I'm going to do a contest, a giveaway, basically to try to help boost the numbers of the show, where it's just going to be like, like, comment, and share. Man, this thing is killing me. It's going to be like, comment, and share on Facebook or Twitter, retweeting it and liking the tweet. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want a free t-shirt, right? Come on. And it's essentially, I don't even know what to do at this point but laugh. Oh my God. Brent, if you see this video, dude, here you go, man. Like, this now you know there's the equivalent of my day. Holy shit. Like, I'm battling my own equipment here, folks. But look, essentially it's gonna have the logo on it, but it's gonna be the newly designed logo. So I mean, it's a representation of a bulldog. That's essentially me. It's fucking sweet, right? But anyway, I just wanted to document this. I'm sitting in the office right now. I'm working on a few things, but I wanted to take the time out since I saw that video that said, make time to document. That's what I'm doing. And I think I'm going to make a few videos, try to do 2 videos a week starting out, just to get you guys more engaged with my show. And yeah, that's it. I'm trying to think if there are any other big goals that I want to, well, obviously we want advertisers, and the biggest goal for me, of course, I love doing this. I don't make any money doing this show at all right now. And money isn't the ultimate goal. That's not why I started doing it. I do it because it's fun. And I love it. But the ultimate goal is to turn this into my career. I honestly feel that this is what I should be doing. And getting those sponsors and advertisers involved. Granted, yes, we are an NSFW, not safe for work show. We don't censor ourselves. We talk about whatever we want, and we talk about it however we want, and we say what we want. But I think with other podcasts like Joe Rogan and a lot of others that have, major sponsors and advertisers overlook that for their gain, like their target market. So yeah, that's the ultimate goal. That's the ultimate, where I have to leave my daily job because I make too much money doing the podcast and I'm no longer justified working a Monday through Friday job. And instead, once I'm making that kind of money with the show, I can literally do 4 or 5 shows a week between an hour to 2 hours long and have it set up to where I get to do so many different things with the show. Even if Dirt Nap and Nubsy can't be here all the time, I have enough people that I know that are funny and engaging and intelligent and can carry on conversations about pop culture and world news and everyday life that yeah, I can always produce a quality show. So, yeah, there's the ultimate goal. So I'm going to start documenting more and try to get you guys more actively involved and try to boost that listenership up and get those sponsors in. All right. So until next time, I am the King of Villains, Bulldog Malenko. This is the Bulldog Unchained podcast. Take care, guys.